Scorpios, and welcome to your forecast for this coming month, that's June 2022. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Justina and I use Western Astrology, Tropical Zodiac and the whole sign system in all the forecasts on this channel. Now, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the main astrological events happening in the month to come, so that's June. And I'll tell you how they will influence your zodiac sign on a more personal level. Here, this forecast is most accurate for the rising sign. However, you can also watch this for your sun sign or for your moon sign if you wish. So here we start the month with Mercury stationing direct at 26 degrees of Taurus. And this is happening between the 2nd and the 3rd of June, depending on where in the world you live. So here Taurus rules your 7th house. However, this retrograde started at 4 degrees of Gemini. So here your 8th house and the 7th house were activated throughout this retrograde. So retrogrades are usually a time when we review the aspects of life related to the area of life activated by the retrograde. So here in this case, that was your personal relationships, one-to-one relationships, but also anything to do with intimate life, anything to do with investments, mortgage, business partnerships. So here with the retrograde in these areas of life, things have been kind of moving at a slower pace, or perhaps you experience some delays. Now with Mercury stationing direct, this will be a great time for slowly implementing any ideas or any changes that you want to implement throughout the retrograde, especially after that new moon in Gemini that have already prompted you for a fresh start or for returning to something from the past. Now with Mercury turning direct, here the energies start to move at a much faster pace and communication becomes much easier and smoother, especially when it comes to your love life, personal relationships, one-to-one relationships. Now here on June the 4th until October the 23rd, Saturn will be retrograde in Aquarius. This retrograde begins at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Here Aquarius rules your 4th house. So here in the next few months, you will be reviewing, reassessing your home life, your family and home foundation. Your emotional safety and security will be also highlighted as well. Now there's a strong focus on your home life throughout this retrograde, but also anything to do with communication, learning, your mental skills, your intellect will be also under a great review, because here Capricorn is on your 3rd house cusp, and of course Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So there will be also a certain degree of influence here on your 3rd house throughout this retrograde. Now this retrograde in the 4th house is great for returning to home-related or family-related projects from the past, or for carrying on with whatever you started before this retrograde. However, anything new, anything fresh might be delayed, might require more effort, more work, increased responsibility as well. So keep this in mind. Now here on June the 11th, we've got Venus conjunct Uranus at 16 degrees of Taurus. Taurus rules your 7th house. So here there was quite a bit of activity throughout the eclipses season when it came to your relationship sphere, when it came to your own persona. Now Venus and Uranus conjunction could bring some surprises into the surface here. Venus is the planet related to love, to relationships, anything to do with creativity, romance as well. Venus rules your 7th house, so this could be very much related to anything to love life, anything to do with one-to-one connections. Uranus is the planet connected to the unexpected. With Uranus influence, things happen out of the blue. So this could be related to some surprises connected to your relationships. This could be related to you wanting or needing more independence throughout this time. Well, for some Scorpios, it could be a surprise proposal or some surprise related to your partner throughout this day. But also this conjunction could stimulate you to find new ways to relate to your partner in a more unique way, more original way. So this conjunction promotes originality, uniqueness. You might also attract very unusual and unique types into your life in these days. Now on June the 14th, we've got a full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your 2nd house ruler. So here, this is about your financial sphere. This is about the financial security, safety, your income, your finances. This is all about that, but also your personal values, your skills, your talents. So here, a full moon brings full illumination into your second house, into your financial sphere. You might also decide you want to make a major purchase or find new ways to generate more income, additional income as well. Now this full moon will sextile Saturn in your fourth house. Saturn will be retrograde. So here with sextiles, this is about some opportunities. But since Saturn is retrograde, things might be slightly taking longer than expected, or something might be delayed. Now with this sextile, this promotes dealing with projects that have a long-term potential, or perhaps something stable. This could also help you to stabilize your financial situation moving forward here. So there could be an opportunity that could help you to bring more stability into your financial sphere. You might be also making some purchases for your home at this time, or alternatively, this could be something related to your parental figure here, a purchase, or you might receive support from your parent as well throughout this time to make a major purchase. This is the house also related to movable possessions, resources. Here, the moon will also square Neptune in Pisces in your fifth house. If you will be expecting some money that comes through interest or hobbies, then perhaps there could be some challenge or a delay that will have to be overcome. Also watch out for any scammers, because here Neptune and this full moon will be in a square. So also someone might want to persuade you to buy something, and this person might not have true intentions or genuine intentions. So it might not relate to everyone, but also kind of keep this in mind, especially nowadays there are so many scammers actually. So it's something to really watch out for. Now on June the 23rd, we've got Venus moving into Gemini, and here Gemini rules your 8th house. Venus in Gemini is really fun, and well, I'm saying that because that's my Venus placement, but here Venus in Gemini brings versatility, brings also an opportunity to connect with another, because that's the 8th house influence, to connect with another on a soul-like level. So you enjoy intellectually stimulating conversations with your intimate partners. But here with Venus also brings charm. So this is very positive here for your intimate life, for your deep connections as well. Here Venus, apart from benefiting your emotional life, your intimate life, and perhaps bringing more intensity as well in your life, in your love life, this transit also benefits anything to do with shared investment. So you might receive some good returns throughout this time as well. Now on the 25th, we've got a Neptune stationing retrograde at 25 degrees of Pisces. Here Pisces rules your 5th house of creativity, romance, and children, and this retrograde will end on December the 1st. So here this retrograde will increase or intensify your intuition. So this is really good for intuition, for any imaginative creative work. Generally with retrogrades, this is a good time for carrying on with whatever you started in the past or before this retrograde, for returning to some old creative projects, hobbies or interests. You might see that you return to any old hobbies or interests from the past. But at the same time, here, Neptune might also bring a certain degree of confusion and illusion when it comes to your own creative talents and skills. So here, when it comes to anything brand new, new hobbies, new interests, new projects, you might experience a certain degree of lack of clarity, of confusion. So you might have to put more focus, attention to detail as well with this retrograde. Now here you will be also reviewing your goals, any skills, any talents that perhaps you doubted in the past. So let your imagination flow and stay focused. So here the challenge to my experience is staying focused and paying attention to detail here with Neptune retrograde. Now the month ends with new moon in Cancer happening at 7 degrees of Cancer on June the 29th. And this new moon is happening in your 9th house. So a new moon happens when the moon and the sun align at the same degree in the same sign, and this kind of is a time of initiation, great time for starting something new, for planting new seeds. So here with Cancer new moon, this is about higher learning. This is about your belief system, foreign travel. You might be stimulated to travel, to planet travel for some times in the future. For some Scorpios, this could be a time when you might be traveling at this time, or you might have people visiting you from a foreign place. You might be also working with others on some international projects. This is also related to anything to do with publishing, anything to do with broadcasting. So this could be a major project, or you could be starting a new project related to that. Now here this new moon will square Jupiter in Aries in your 6th house. So this is also related to your work, and this new moon favors independent work. Here Jupiter will be in your 6th house, and you will kind of want to get ahead of yourself with this new moon. And here, whatever you had until now, so whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been dealing with, here we are talking about something broader, something wiser. You will want more. So you will want to make more progress in your life. Expand your horizons, expand your wisdom, knowledge. With the new moon and Jupiter, the traditional ruler of the 9th house, you might be also dealing with passport application, visa as well, so anything to do with legal papers. Right, so on this note, I wish you a pleasant month, and until the next time, thank you very much.